In this video, we're going to discuss several different ways in which you can have your federal student loans completely or partially forgiven. So let's say that when you graduate or you finish school that you choose to go on an income-driven repayment plan. So there's pay-as-you-earn, revised pay-as-you-earn, there's income-based, there's income-contingent, and we talk about these different plans in another video, but all of these plans have one thing in common. Any remaining student loan balance you have after 20 or 25 years will be completely forgiven. So let's say, for example, that you go on IBR, income-based repayment plan, and that after 20 or 25 years you have $100,000 in student loan debt remaining. You've made all your payments on time and you still owe $100,000. Well, what will happen? Well, the federal government will go and completely forgive all of this federal student loan debt. That being said, you will be taxed on the amount that is forgiven. So let's say that your tax rate was 10%. You take 10% times $100,000, you will get a tax bill for that for $10,000. However, you do get $100,000 in loans completely canceled. Now, you want to make sure that your loan type is eligible, but that's one advantage of income-driven repayment plans. Another way to have your loans forgiven is the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. This requires you to do a couple things. One is, first of all, you have to make on-time payments for 10 years, but you also have to work full-time for either a 501c3 tax-exempt nonprofit or a government job. And that could be local government, state government, federal government, some kind of government job. If you do that for 10 years, then at the end of the 10 years, you can have your federal student loans forgiven. Now again, not all loan types qualify. For example, the Perkins loan doesn't qualify for this unless it's part of a direct consolidation loan. In that case, it would be lumped in and it would qualify for the public service loan forgiveness. So you want to check and make sure your loan type qualifies. Also, if you are a teacher and you teach 5 consecutive years at a low-income school or educational agency, and you're a highly qualified teacher and there's some other requirements, if you meet those requirements, you can get up to $17,500 in subsidized or unsubsidized loans forgiven. So that's a great benefit if you are a teacher. There are some other ways that you can have, and these are not quite as common. If your school closes while you happen to be enrolled, you're taking classes, the school completely shuts down and is done with, and you're unable to finish your program, in that case, your loans can be forgiven. Also, in the case that you have a permanent disability, if something happens, you become permanently disabled, then you can have your loans forgiven. And also in the event of death, it's something morbid to think about, but in the event that you do pass away, you at least have the peace of mind knowing that your loved ones aren't going to be left with your student loan.